Hey, my people, hey. Sorry, I have to lament. Since you are part of our journey, let's lament together. Say, hey.
Lamentations of LTTL.
Let me tell you guys what just happened. We just finished recording 50 minutes worth of content, only to realize that there was no sound. So, guys, as you are listening to this particular episode, you need to send us, we're collecting offering, basically, because
Code
to
Coca-Cola.
record 2 times one content, it's because we love you so much. With that said, welcome. Seriously, it's true.
Yes.
We just wasted 15 minutes right now recording something that had no sound. So you can imagine how we're feeling right now. But anyway, we have to do what we have to do.
Plus.
Okay. That said, it's Cyber Monday, Black Friday. It's basically savings season.
Is it savings or spending season?
Okay, spending actually. Thanks for the correction. So you buy one, you get one free. I've been seeing lots of ads right now, like this whole week.
50% discount.
50% discount. 70% off on selected styles. And a part of me is like, I really, really want to,
to buy.
There's this FOMO that
if I don't buy it,
like, maybe I will regret it.
And then you see the UVP. The UVP is 80 euros, and now they are selling for 50 euros. So 30 euros I'm saving.
Wow.
And if I buy 10 of these, I've saved 300 euros.
Wow.
Wow.
Good deal.
Good deal.
But do you know what? If you did not check that particular product 3 months ago or 2 months ago before this period, how would you even know the UVP? We have an experience, right?
Yes, literally just days ago. There's something we wanted to buy, right? And it was costing about maybe 40 something euros or so, or 50 euros, like without a discount on anything.
Yeah, we checked it like a few weeks ago.
Yes. And then now we checked it during this whole
Black Friday
discount week.
And it's 19% off.
Yes.
But now it's 60 euros at 19% off.
They took the UVP, the actual price, from 40 something euros to 60 euros. And they're now telling you, 90% off is now 40 something euros. Or actually 50 something euros.
60 euros with the 19% off. And the only time that you even get the benefit of 60 euros is if you're a Amazon Prime member. And if you're not an Amazon Prime member, this product is now 80 euros from 40 something. Please, somebody explain the math.
The mathematics. The truth is, not to pull any company down, but I strongly believe that these guys, they manipulate their prices. No one can tell me.
Some of them actually do.
There are some actual solid Black Friday deals that you actually get to save money, but like you have to be smart. These people, they know exactly what they are doing. They are playing on your mind, using a lot of psychology to make you just part with your money. Anything you want to buy during these Black Friday discount deals, it must be something that you have checked before now, maybe a few months ago or weeks ago. You know exactly what the price is, and now you can compare that. Okay, if I had bought it 3 months ago or 4 months ago, I would have bought it at this amount, but now due to the Black Friday, I'm saving this amount. So at least you have, but don't fall for their schemes.
No, completely agree with you. In fact, there was this funny video that I saw on Instagram. This guy is so funny. He was talking about the Black Friday deal. One lady was asking him if he's going to buy anything, and he's like, he's not buying anything. That what they should do Black Friday on food. They should do it's food. It's food. TV, blender, chair. You already have these things. So why?
It's true.
Don't put Black Friday on.
Why don't they do Black Friday on with food stuff?
That's what we need.
Yes.
That's what we consume.
Like put a very good discount on rice, on meat, on chicken, on vegetables.
I was like, that's so genius.
Yeah.
That would go a long way. Anyway, so when I came to Germany, before coming, actually, like I left all my stuff. I left my clothes and all that at home. And I came to Germany not having a lot of clothes, but a lot of food stuff. And I needed to buy stuff. Like, what I mean by stuff is clothes, basically. And I was seeing a lot of deals, discounts, just looking at those price tags and seeing the UVP. UVP means how much it would originally cost without the discount.
Yes.
I was so excited, and I ended up spending a lot of money buying a lot of things that I didn't really need.
Yeah.
And in the end, I had to give most of it out. When I tried wearing them, I saw, okay, these things don't even look good on me anyway. Why did I buy them?
But when you saw they were €5, €10, you're like,
Yes,
no,
like
this is a good
€3,
deal.
€5, and these small monies, they add up easily.
Yes.
So that's my own financial mistake, I would say, that I made in the past when I initially came. Do you have any that you've made in the past, maybe 10 years, that you want to highlight?
Hey, I have many stories. Oh, hey, I've been very financially unintelligent.
My goodness.
My God, and it
Tell
has
us.
cost me a lot. So let me share one. So I understood the principle of savings, and the secret to increased wealth is investments. So what did I do? I worked for a long period of time, and I was saving every money I got, like saving really. So I'd saved to like 5 figures in dollars. And so I was saying, okay, now I've saved, let me look for investments, right? So I was at the gym this day, and then I saw this guy, very good looking guy, fresh guy, buff. So we just kind of spoke and we exchanged contacts, and the friendship started, essentially, friendship. So then when I was done with the gym, I came out, and then he was like, okay, you could just drop me at my place. So then I just saw this guy's car. This guy driving a Porsche, like one nice, clean Porsche. Like, I'm like, whoa, this guy is good. So I was like, oh, maybe this guy has money. So I now asked him, okay, what do you do? Then he told me he's into business. He does import, export. He sells car stuff. So I'm like, oh, wow, maybe this might be the perfect opportunity for me to invest.
Did he tell you that he's looking for investors?
No.
Okay.
So it was me that I said, oh, maybe I can since this I can tie him. No, yes. So I'm like, okay. So I told him that, oh, so I'm actually looking for like something to invest. Like, is he looking for investors, like things like that? So he was like, yeah, that this business is actually very good, that you can show me and I can invest some money. So my people, long story short, all the money I was saving for years, first mistake, first financial error, my people, I invested all this money into this thing. So please, don't invest all your savings in one thing. You will come back with tears. Anyways, I put in all my money. And then everything went down from there. Put in the money, did not gain one naira, $1, £1 from it. Lost the money. So what were the mistakes I made? First, there are a number of mistakes I made, to be honest, but I can just say 3 now. First was
on this one story.
First was never invest all your money in one area. Like, diversify your investments. Second, I learned, don't invest in something that you have no clue about or that you do not understand. This guy, yes, he was making money in his business, but I had no understanding about cars, spare parts, and all those things, and I invested all my money in it and I lost. Third, do not transfer trust. So basically, I kind of trusted this guy, and I believed that, because the guy looked good, he looked like he was rich, he looked like he had money, so I could just trust him. I don't believe he's a scam, entirely, but I shouldn't have just trusted the superficial, like what I could see and feel like, oh, this guy will not run away with my money now. I mean, for him to drive in a Porsche that is costing hundreds of thousands, then how much is my money I'm investing in? Of course, he can pay me back.
Yeah, and did you document anything? Did you guys sign a contract for the investment?
I told you I have many mistakes, people. See, as you're hearing this story, I know you'll be saying, I know you're so stupid. I was so stupid. Believe me, I was so stupid. This money I invested in, or this thing I'm talking about, there was no contractor. It was, we shook hands. I said, okay, please, this is our business. And this 5 figures. I don't want to say this so you guys don't know exactly how much. I just said,
5 figures in dollars.
In dollars.
Not naira, please. Yeah.
In dollars. And I didn't protect myself. I didn't sign any agreements. I'm now giving the money in cash.
Hey.
cash.
As you are talking, you need to see Anu's face. So Anu is back in that moment. Like
I give this guy the money in cash.
Hey, yeah.
Cash. So, oh boy, my dear.
Yeah, once
It's-
beaten 10 times shy. You see, the thing with mistakes is you should never make the same mistake twice. And I'm sure
Yes.
this one that you have made,
No.
you've learnt your lesson
Learnt
for a generation.
the hard way.
That's part of why we're even doing this podcast, so that people
Absolutely.
can learn too. And
They don't make the same mistake I made. Yep.
yeah, thanks for sharing that. That was quite interesting. So if you could sit with your younger you
Yes.
at that moment, what would you say to younger Anu?
No, I will tell him. So
Because younger Anu wants to invest.
Wants
Like
to-
it's a good
yes, wants to make
idea
money.
to
Yes.
make money. So
So younger Anu, I will tell him like what I said. First is don't be hasty with investment. Take your time. It does not mean that you should take your time and allow some investments to pass you by, but don't be in a rush, right? When you want to invest your money. Second, I would tell young Anu that you should not invest all of your savings in one investment, in one venture. It's always try to diversify, right? Because you can always lose an investment. Like the fact that you're investing in something doesn't mean that you will get your ROI, your returns, right? So just diversify as much as you can. Then thirdly, don't invest in something you don't understand, like I said earlier. Don't invest in
it's kind of like just repeating what
what I said.
you said before.
So-
Okay. So now we're in the present, and I'm sure you've learned lots of lessons, and now you have like some financial principles that you go by.
Yes.
Do you want to share? Should we discuss?
I think it's a
Some
good
of
idea. I
those.
think we can like take turns, right? Let's
Okay.
take turns. So first is everybody is trying to get money from you. So my first principle is I must pay myself first. So of course, as a believer myself, I believe in the principle of tithing, right? And giving to God. So that I don't negotiate. My 10% goes to God, in alignment to his principle. But then after that, I make sure I pay myself first. And what I mean by paying myself first does not mean I'm going to go and buy the thing I've been wanting to buy. No, pay myself first means I save. Because what people think as pay themselves first means, okay, I want to go and buy that item or buy that phone. But when you go buy a phone that you wanted to buy, you're not really paying yourself. You are paying Apple because you are buying the product from Apple and they are making profit already from you by giving that money. But when you take the money and you keep it and you save it, it's your money. You get what I mean? It's for you. And then you can now use it for other things you want to do in the future. So pay yourself first. My first principle. What about you?
Budgeting.
Okay. Yeah.
I've
my
always
wife
been
is
big on budgeting right
chief-
from my
chief budgeter.
uni days, especially because money is something that always finishes. Like money it doesn't stay.
Yeah,
So
it
you have
has
to
wings,
know
yeah.
how you want to spend it and structure it in a way that you have like buckets that you are putting into spending from and whatnot. For example, you have to budget charity, the money that goes to help people.
Yes.
You have to budget money for utilities. So if you pay rent, if you're someone who has bills to pay like electricity, gas, and all those things, you have to budget. You even have to budget for food. I can't understand people who never budget, like they just go with the flow.
Yeah, people are bad.
So this month they spend 500 euros on food, for example. The next month they spend 1,000 euros on food. And I'm like, I don't know how people do that too, but for me, I'm such a huge fan of budgeting because it helps me. And in fact, I also like to budget for miscellaneous because there are some times that things happen. Things could just happen in the house. Like say, for example, your tap spoils. Emergency, right? So if you have a small budget every month that you're putting aside for things like that, then you wouldn't have to be touching your savings, money that you've already paid yourself.
Yes.
Like you can use that money to take care of those things. So yeah, for me, budgeting is super important.
Makes sense. And we actually use that. That's like before our salary or any money comes into our accounts, like it's already designated.
Yeah.
It's interesting and it's good because you're able to understand the cash flow and you're able to understand your tendencies, right? You can see exactly what is taking your money. you can track and you can make improvements where necessary. So budgeting is so important, and there are many, of course, there are many budgeting tools online. You can only use like a basic Excel.
Yeah, we use
just use
Excel.
Excel, and we can
Yeah.
exactly see what we're doing. But cool. Okay, should I share another one?
Yeah, go for it.
So this one here, I'm so happy that I do not struggle with it. I know many people struggle with it, but I'm happy that I have developed a tough skin for this, and it is buying stuff to impress people. So this is how I learned it. Do not spend the money that you do not have to buy what you do not need to impress people that do not care. Buying things that you really do not need because you want to impress someone, like keeping up with the Joneses. That is something that you should try to avoid. Do not buy things that you really do not need because you want to appear a certain way. It really doesn't make sense. So spend your money on the things that you need. And of course, there are some times where you have certain wants or you want to splurge. Have a budget for splurging. Like buy good stuff. I don't believe in just being an Ijebu person where you are.
What's Ijebu?
Ijebu, you know how they say Ijebu people, they don't like to spend their money, they just want to keep their money.
Not everybody knows what Ijebu means.
So Ijebu is a tribe in Nigeria, in the southern part of Nigeria, southwestern part of Nigeria, where they are known for their frugality. They are very frugal with money. They don't spend money a lot. They really say akagom.
Yeah, using another.
Yes. I'm sorry, I'm using a lot of Nigerian words. But they are very frugal. I won't say stingy,
they
but
don't
frugal.
like to spend money, or
but
they
can
only spend on like things that are very, very, very
Yes.
important, and every other thing.
I don't believe in that. I believe you should be able to. You should spend money.
Yeah.
But spend money with wisdom. Like when you have a budget, right, and you know exactly how your money is distributed, then you can spend freely, right? But not just keeping money and stocking, like just keeping money and not using money on yourself. So I don't believe in that. But yeah, it's important that you know how your money is being spent, but you spend it on the things that you actually need, and you're not buying things to impress people, because
it's such a very, I don't know what the word is, but it's unfortunate.
buying because everybody's buying this thing, which you also want to buy. But do you really need it? So for example, everybody's buying this kind of shoe because this is the shoe that is trending. And this shoe is expensive, and you really don't have the money to buy that shoe. But because you see everybody's buying it and it looks cool, you now want to spend that money that you really do not have,
so that you can
look cool. It's
but looking cool is not bad.
Like you can look cool, but find your own cool.
Your means. Yes.
Find your own cool.
Yeah.
And do it. Like be content with what you have.
And the funny thing is, like, rich people who are actually millionaires, they don't even wear these brands that we are clamoring for. Like, a lot of us, we like brands. We like popular brands. We want to wear things that people can recognize. But I've watched a lot of rich people. Like, I'll give an example. My CEO in my company. I've never seen anything that he's wearing and I can say, this belongs to Guess. This is Valentino. This is Chanel. This is, I don't know, Calvin Klein or whatnot. It's not a brand that I know. It's probably a brand, but it's not visible.
Yes,
and that's something that I do see that rich people, because they don't care. Like they
rich people don't really care. You know, it's for
when you're rich, you don't impress any. You're just doing your own thing.
You're not trying to impress anybody with how you dress. Of course, you want to look good, and you would look good because you can afford it.
Yeah.
Right. But it's for people who are trying to appear rich, and it's just it's a delusion for you to think that your worth comes from trying to appear rich when you're actually not rich yourself. So I would rather be rich than trying to appear rich. For me, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I'd rather have $1 million in my account and walk out looking like a normal person and know that I have $1 million in my account than now driving a Mercedes or driving a Porsche or a Bugatti that I'm financing, and I'm just like living from paycheck to paycheck because I have to foot that bill because I want to appear like I'm rich and I'm making. For me, it doesn't make. So that's one of the habits that I do not buy something that I cannot afford.
Yeah. And you know the thing, in the end, you can still look good with less. you don't have to buy the top brands to look good. Me, I love when I see people looking good and I know that they didn't break the bank for whatever it is that they got. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Maybe I will give one more: saying no. Like
Okay.
saying no to people, saying no to things, and just literally having a conversation with yourself and being like, you know what? Okay, I cannot afford to go for this trip this year. I cannot afford to go for this dinner because I've already maxed out my budgets and I'm sorry. Sometimes it's easier to just say yes and
because you don't want to,
you don't want just say yes and then deal with the consequences later. But I feel like if you can just develop that thick skin of saying no and not feeling sorry or bad or apologetic, then it's a very good financial principle to embrace, because otherwise different people will be calling for your attention. Different things will be calling your name, saying,
Yes.
you should choose me, you should buy me, you should come for this, you should buy this Asoebi. You know, Asoebi is
like collective clothes.
Is a collective cloth that
for
people
party
always have, mostly in weddings in Nigeria, and sometimes Asoebi can add up to significant amount of money. And it's okay to say no. I will just maybe buy the headgear but not the material itself, and I will pick something from my wardrobe that is equally nice and look good and show up. You know, again, it's also this thing of wanting to appear a certain way. Like when you wear Asoebi, you appear as you're part of the family, and people want that feeling of
being to be part of
being a part of the event. So I can understand it, but to yourself be true. Don't go and borrow money because you want to impress someone. Don't go and borrow money because you want to show up for something. In fact, let's talk about borrowing.
Yes.
Do you know that people borrow money for wedding? To do an event.
Boy, like that's also another thing. Like, it's very sad. Like,
and then they are hoping that on the wedding day they will get sprayed so that they'll be able to foot the bill.
That's foolish. That's foolish. Like, why? So avoid bad debt. One of the things I learned very early when I was reading the book Rich Dad Poor Dad is the concept of good debt and bad debt. But this episode is not to explain the concept of good debt and bad debt.
But I was actually curious. I wanted you to maybe mention one good debt.
So good debt is when you take advantage of the bank. So you use the bank, you take what they call loan. So you use the bank's money for investment rather than using your own money.
Okay. And then you invest in something that, like we already spoke of, something
of course, you invest in something that will generate much more money than the interest of the bank. Because the bank will give you an interest rate for a period of time.
Okay.
And so instead of using your money, the bank sponsors you to go to do that investment, and then you're able to make much more money with the bank's more money. You're able to pay back the bank, and you still have more money. So it's actually not your money. So you use another person's money. So but you are in debt with the bank. That's good debt. And there are many other examples.
Okay.
But bad debt is the one that people used to do. That they'll go and borrow money to do party.
Oh my God.
To do wedding, or go and borrow money to buy one shoe, or borrow money to buy car, borrow money to do just silly things because they're trying to impress people. Oh boy, no, that's it. It just doesn't make sense. Like, avoid bad debts. Avoid borrowing by at all costs. Only borrow when you know that borrowing is important, because there's some cases where you need to borrow.
Yes.
But borrow with the intent and with the plan of wanting to return that money. Right? And
be a person of your word. Like, if you say that you want to return this money on this day or in this amount of years, like, carry the other person along. Let the person know that you're working towards it. This is what you have in mind. This is how you want to do every month and whatnot. Because I find that there are people who are so comfortable borrowing, and then you will see them spending the money.
It's a bad habit.
They've not even come to you to say, okay, this is when I will pay back. This is what I'm going through. This is why there's a delay. You will see them online spending the money, and they are not coming to you to tell you when they will pay back and you now have to be chasing them. So what do you think about telling me what you're buying? Like, do you think it's okay to tell me, okay, I'm buying this today, I'm buying this tomorrow? Basically about transparency.
Transparency is important, to be honest. There's some investments I did in the past that I believe if I had told you, even though we're not married at that time, I think we're just speaking, dating, maybe I wouldn't have lost the money I invested in. It's good to be transparent. It's good to share with your partner what you're doing, especially for men. We most men are not risk averse, so we know how to take risk. We want to make movement, things like that, bold, courage. But women are a little bit more, risk averse. They want to ask the details, the questions. They want to, are you sure? Have you confirmed this? So being transparent with you is important, especially when I want to make some important financial decisions that would potentially impact our family. It's important I let you know. But like some trivial stuff, like where maybe I want to buy something for myself, I want to buy something for someone, yeah, I can tell you that that's just because I want to inform you, right? But I really don't need to inform you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's transparency is important. Like you should know, and you know how much I earn. If I'm having any other side thing that is coming, you know how much came in.
Imagine being in a marriage and I don't know what you earn.
I mean, there are relationships like that. To be honest, yeah, the relationships where people they don't know how much.
There are marriages like that.
Yeah, I want to believe so. Yeah. I don't believe so, but that is not us. For us, our money is our money, right? And so we work together.
We actually merge our finances.
Yes.
So what you call a joint account, and when we do our budgeting, like we put all the money in one place.
Yes.
We pay ourselves.
Yes.
So besides saving, like we actually have money that
for
ourselves. So
personal
I have my
flexion,
own money.
yeah.
Anu has his own money.
So,
he can do what he
what I do
wants.
with
I
my
can
money.
do
Exactly.
what I want with my money.
Yes.
Right? But there's transparency at the very top, and this helps us to build trust and also even plan for the future. Because
Yes.
like if you're in a marriage, like you're not just spending money, like you're planning for future, you're planning for like the big things you guys want to do together. And how can that work if there's no alignment, if you guys don't know what's coming in and
makes no sense.
How that works? Yeah.
That makes sense. So I have one question for you. My question is, right now, should we save more aggressively or invest more? What do you think?
Save more, invest more. Not enjoy. It's between saving and investment.
Enjoy. Sorry. Saving more or enjoying?
Okay, but because you asked the question that is equally important, saving more or investing. The thing is, for us right now, we're still trying to understand what to invest in. A lot of these videos that we watch on YouTube where millionaires are talking about how they made money, they are always talking about investing, and they are saying real estate, invest in companies, buy companies and sell them. And it looks very much over our heads, or at least for me, because I'm like, okay, how do I know the location of the real estate? How do I get capital for this? Because this is a lot of money and all that. So right now, I'm more for saving until we know which instruments we can invest in, like until we know exactly what we want to invest in and what's the return on that investment. And also keeping in mind that the higher the risk, the higher the return.
Yep.
That's one principle, or that's one thing to keep in mind. And also, like, money that you invest, you should be willing to lose, which is another reality that we have to be okay with. Are we at that stage where we can just invest money and be okay with losing that money, So until that is answerable, I'm like, okay, let's just be saving. Then between saving and enjoying life.
Yes.
The thing with life is short. And even the Bible says that it is good for you to enjoy
the fruit of your labor.
The fruit of your labor. It's good to enjoy. Life has its own complexities. And I believe that having that balance of enjoyment is needed to navigate life.
Yes.
So for me, I'm more balanced. We already save, so it's good that we also enjoy, because I don't want to look back and feel like what did I use my youth to do?
Yeah, that's true.
The time that I'm young, that I can travel, that I can experience the world, I did not do it. So I think we should balance that.
Yeah, balance is good. And what would even help you more is define your enjoyment. define what enjoyment. I'm not saying what people define as enjoyment. For some people, going on cruises is their own definition of enjoyment. They don't care about we having the best shoes or going to nice hotels. Theirs is they want to go for a cruise at least once a year, right? If that is what it means for you, then just know that you plan your budget for your cruise every year. So that for you is fulfilling. For some other people, their own fulfillment is that they want to enjoy luxury hotel service. That's for them. It's like, I need to have that experience at least once or twice every year. So I'm going for the top de la creme everything. So
5-star.
5-star. If that is enjoyment for you, you must know that that is for you. And then you plan that, put it in your budget and enjoy that. So that if you look back, you're like, yes, so I'm saving, I'm working, but I enjoyed my own enjoyment. For us, it's like traveling, right? We love to travel, check places out. So for us, we know that if a year comes and goes and we don't travel to any country or at least 2 countries, that means something was wrong. So define yours. It might be experiences. For us also, we want to go for concerts, have things where we we had this experience together and it's fulfilling. We can look at the videos, the pictures, and we can remember. That for us is fulfilling. So define your enjoyment and don't let the world define it enjoyment for you. Yeah.
That's so important, actually. I think it's a very good way to think about it. The fact that it has to be individual, like you have to search within what is enjoyment for you, and maybe for you it's even buying things.
Yes.
Maybe it's gadgets. Some people really love having the latest gadgets and all. If that's enjoyment for you, if that's what you feel like is living the good life.
Yes.
If it's car, just basically cut your coat according to your size. If your enjoyment is a big thing, then you save towards it and know that,
That's right.
you're going to maybe not buy it this year, but next year.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, peeps. That's it for today.
Awesome. Well, we hope you guys found today's episode interesting, fun, knowledgeable. Please let us know in the comment section. Like we always say, please give us a feedback. And if you enjoyed today's episode, one little thing you can do to support us is to share this podcast. Share it with someone. Share it with your friend. Share it with your brother, with your sister, with your parents, with your colleague. Share it on your status, WhatsApp, Instagram. It means a lot to us. Thank you very much for your support and keep toasting to life.
Yep.
Because life is worth living.
All right, peeps. See you in the next one. Toodles.
Cheers.